Hello, welcome to Horror Monster Collectibles, where today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new 1/6 scale Bela Lugosi as Dracula by Infinite Studio and Caustic Plastik. As we all know, the legacy of Dracula is intrinsically tied to Bela Lugosi himself, who brought a timeless and haunting sense of romance and macabre to every screen he graced. This figure is absolutely incredibly well done. It has multiple variations. I got the standard. There's a deluxe version that has the coffin. I never plan on displaying him with a coffin, so I opted out for that. They do have like a graveyard diorama, which seems really cool, and I may end up getting that in the future. But anyway, this is really badass piece. I'm excited to take a closer look at it, so let's go ahead and spin around and take that closer look. And here is a quick look at the parts tray. All right, so up first we will start with the base. And it has a magnet feature on the base and then on his shoes, so he stands and displays very cleanly. This is like a decal that goes on over here, but the decal does look clean. And this plaque looks very nice. And here is the bottom of the base. Now let's look at Bela himself. He does come with two different head sculpts. We will start with the one that comes on him out of the packaging. And it looks really well done. I love the sculpt. The only thing is that the hair looks very plasticky. They could really use a repaint or some highlights on here because it needs some additional tones. You can also see a little bit of a seam through the hairline, but the paint app on the face looks very well done. Let's go ahead and look at the tailoring. Very clean. I didn't really need to fuss with this at all. I haven't messed with it. Go through the back here. Now I'm not going to go through all of the posability of the body. It is a standard 6 scale body, so we have shoulder pivots and shoulder movement. There's double jointed elbows and knees. So you are able to get a nice dynamic pose for him, especially with his arm bent up if he's holding his cape. But the tailoring is all well done. The jacket here has a wire frame, so it holds well to the body. Come down here. Pants, again, very clean tailoring. The only thing that I don't like is back here, the pants aren't really that long enough, so it kind of, you kind of see the inside back here. I don't know if I can roll that backwards or not, which I can. There we go. So that's an easy fix problem. Those are just a little bit forward out of the packaging. Here are the shoes. But overall, very well done, very clean, and fantastic tailoring. Here is a look at the second head sculpt, which I think I probably prefer this one. But I mean, the sculpt work here in the paint app is fantastic. Again, the only time it gets bad, not bad, but less desirable is back here. It really could have used some different tones here. or at least a different sheen where it doesn't look so plasticky. But the likeness is absolutely fantastic. And here we have the candelabra. And you can move this, kind of pose the smoke a bit. I will say that this wasn't as clean as it was out of the promo pics. You can see here it's got like, it's a little sloppy, where it's not over top of the candle wick. But it still works and gets the job done. Next up, we have the cape. The cape is actually extremely well done. We have not magnetic, but a metal strip in here to be able to pose it. And, excuse me, the cape has a very, very nice weight to it. You can see how well it hangs. It hangs very, very well. The stitching on here is very well done. It does have some creases here, but you know, it's the way it's folded in the packaging. There's not really a way of getting around that. So I'll probably take an iron to this and kind of steam out these creases on the inside lining of the cape. Here we have a string to be able to attach it. We have some detail here, but there is no wire on the bottom. It just freely hangs. But you can see, like, again, what you really want with something like this is something that's got some weight and heft, so it drapes appropriately, and that's what it does. So we'll get this on him. All right, so I have the cape on, and as far as the cape is concerned, they are definitely less than clear about how it goes on. The best way I could figure out is that it kind of ties back here underneath the shoulders, and then I just put a little bow in the back here. That way when it drapes, it's kind of hidden, the string's kind of hidden, but they aren't really clear on how that goes on. So if anybody has a better idea on that, I would be definitely welcome to hearing it. Okay, so when swapping head sculpts, because I'm going to put this guy on there, you have to be careful when you're stabbing this down through there that you don't catch the collar of the shirt and kind of pull that down in the hole. But that's the only thing to be mindful for. Okay, real quick, now that we have him relatively set up, let's look at the additional hand sculpts. We will start with the right hands. We'll look at these one at a time. Some feature long fingernails, some don't. But there is really, really nice shading going on here over the knuckles and some very super faint vein work done. And then there is a gloss over the nails, which I'm not sure is showing up for you guys or not, but here is one hand. Let's look at the next right hand. This pistol hand. Just joking. But just, I mean, I really, really love the paintwork done on here. Very subtle, but it adds very lifelike details. Lifelike for the undead, anyway. And then we'll go ahead and look at the left hands. So lots of options as far as posing. We have this iconic ring. And there is some detail in there, although it's not really picking up on camera. I really am digging the longer nails. And here is the last hand. And then they do include a couple of extra pieces, which is nice. Sometimes when swapping out parts, these can break. So it's nice inclusion. And that's all there is to go over on this guy. All right, guys, so that's a wrap on this review. I think it is a fantastic figure. What I will do at the end of this is I will leave you with a couple of 360 views of some different poses, so you can get a feel for different looks that you can get out of him. There are plenty to be had. I think he's fantastic. There are some little nitpick stuff. Again, an instruction sheet, maybe mine just didn't come with it, but instruction sheet on how to tie the cape would have been nice. And the little critique on the candelabra flame, that could have been executed a little bit better, more like, you know, the pre-production photos. And then the hair could be done a little bit better, but really that's in the back of the head. You're not going to see that too much. Overall, the figure is absolutely outstanding. I have the classic sideshow quarter scale premium format Bela, which I absolutely love, and this will probably go next to that. Infinite Studio and Kaustic Plastik is also doing Nosferatu, which I think pre-order just went up, and I think it'll be out in about a year from now. But really looking forward to that, especially looking at the quality of this. I know it's going to be they're just going to knock it out of the park. I'm glad that I got this guy in at the beginning of October for Halloween, which is appropriate. And yeah, I absolutely think it's fantastic. I don't really do 1/6 scale anymore, but I love anything with Bela, so I felt like I had to get this. It's a great piece. So, as always, feel free to leave any questions or comments, and I'll be happy to answer them. And feel free to like and subscribe and click the bell for notifications for new videos. And again, I will leave you now with some 360 views.